Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. I'm so grateful that you chose to stop by again today. So on today's video, I'm going to show you how I made these fake baked mini tea cakes. I hope you enjoy. These are the colors that I chose to make my 3-layer cake with, and the pink that I have in my hand, that's the color that I'm going to make my roses with. So first I'm going to make the bottom layer, and I blend some white and brown and try to see if I can get a peach color. Now that I blend all the 3 different clays that I wanted, I'm going to use a cookie cutter. This will give me a perfect size for all 3 layers. Using a plastic wrap will help me not only cut it the perfect size, but it will be much easier to get that shape without putting any dents in it. I did notice that it was giving me a macaroon shape, which would have been cute and nice if I was doing any macaroons, but because I am going to do a 3-layer cake, I need to flatten the top. Okay, now that all my 3 pieces are the same size and they're all flat, I'm going to grab an old toothbrush and I'm going to start brushing it back and forth. And this is only going to be done on the sides. At the same time, I'm being very careful not to squeeze the clay, otherwise there'll be dents in there. So just brushing it back and forth and making sure they have like a little dents in there, almost giving it like that cheesecake type of look, if that makes any sense, is what we're actually trying to go for here. Now that I added light dents to each of my layers, it is time to add the frosting to it. I chose to just keep it white, but if you like, you can add whatever color paint you choose. Now, if you want to know the type of brand that I use for spackling, it is the DAP. To me, it always does a good job. You know, it's very easy to work with. So if you would like to pick it up, if you never used it, try it out, and I can guarantee you as well will be satisfied. Now that I frosted my tea cake, now I'm going to want to make my roses. I want a light shade of pink, so I'm just going to use a little bit of pink to my white clay. I'm going to make sure to blend it very well. Once I blend the cake, I'm going to use a baker's tip to make my holes, my perfect circles, actually is what I meant to say. And I am going to first roll out the fondant. Now, don't worry if it's not a perfect big circle, because we are actually going to be cutting out little small circles in there. But you do have to make sure that you don't thin it out too much, otherwise it's going to rip on you. Now that I cut all the circles that I need, I am going to cut each one of them in half. Then I am going to place one on top of the other, making sure that they all lined up. After I do that, then I am going to start rolling them up. Keep in mind that the more you put on, the bigger your rose will be. So because I want small little roses, I'm only going to do 4 at a time. Slowly I am going to make sure that they're all lined up to get a perfect size rose. Next, I'm going to grab my little tool and I'm going to start spreading out the petals and my rose. After I do that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at the bottom of it, I'm going to start closing it in together, making a little rosebud. I am going to repeat this to my other roses as well, so they will all look the same size and also give it that rose shape look to it. Now that I made my roses, now it's time to make the sepal that goes attached to the rose. With the same tip that I use to cut my roses petals, I am going to use to make the sepal. I am going to make little diamond shapes, and then I am going to attach all of those to my roses, and I am going to blend them all together so they will not look like little individuals. Since I had some clay left behind, I just chose to make a little leaf for my rose, and that was it. Now I'm just gonna add my roses to my little tea cake and we are done. And of course, if you know me, I'm not gonna leave this alone. I chose to add some glitter to it. So why not, make it your own, right? Anyways, my friends, this is it. This is the end of the video, and here is how my cakes came out. I like every single one of them. I think they look adorable. I can add these to my tea tray and call it a day. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate every single one of you, and until next time, my friends, stay safe, be kind, bye.